When the Great Khali burst onto pro wrestling, he was a monster. You may know the Great Khali for being slow, for being sloppy, for his limited moveset, for his lack of English speaking skills, for the kiss cam, and frankly you might remember him for being dumb because of this.
You have to hit the floor. Whoa. And Khali. What? Whoa. Hello?
The Great Khali made his pro wrestling debut all the way back in 2000 for All Pro Wrestling. Take a look at one of his matches. This was his debut match. He just tossed his opponent around with ease. He taunts the ref, getting that heel hit. Now granted, the Great Khali was 300 plus pounds and the guy he wrestled was probably about 125, but he moved really well. In that debut match itself, we saw that double-handed chokeslam, which we know was his finisher in WWE, which he called the Punjabi plunge. Now here's a crazy fact about the Great Khali. The Great Khali was with WCW for about 8 months before WCW was bought by WWE. Crazy, right? But WWE didn't see much in the Great Khali, and they obviously had many big giants who were established enough in WCW, like the Big Show, Kevin Nash, just to name a few. But they say when one door closes, another one opens. The Great Khali wrestled in Japan for New Japan Pro Wrestling. Before signing to WWE, the Great Khali had experience. You may think that the Great Khali was this big shot guy who just was handed the opportunity, but no, he made a name for himself in Japan. I mean, take a look at these clotheslines. Look at the way he delivered that double chokeslam bomb. Look at the way how he took those bumps. It's all impressive. He moved really well. I mean, when I was researching for this video, I was surprised the way how the Great Khali looked. He was literally flying in the ring. He jumped from the top rope to get in the ring. He was athletic. I mean, crazy athletic, and his bodybuilding background helped him to attract a few promotions. But I always tend to imagine this. Had he been trained more, or had he arrived in WWE sooner, who knows what he could have achieved. Now looking at the work the Great Khali was putting in Japan, WWE finally hired the Great Khali. And even during his early days in WWE, he was pretty good in the ring, and who can forget his debut. WWE presented the Great Khali as an absolute monster. No one gets to take down Undertaker with one shot. The Great Khali did that too on his debut. But signing the Great Khali to WWE was a no-brainer, not because WWE has a history of signing big guys. No, it was because of the Great Khali's ability in the ring.
What?
He was athletic, he was big as they wanted, and he was able to take those bumps pretty well. So pro wrestling wise, he was a total package. But by the time the Great Khali made it to WWE, he became slow, sloppy, his movesets became limited. His legs frankly got horrible. Had he arrived sooner, he would have been a big threat. Now obviously being an international superstar in those days was tough in WWE, and he wouldn't have won a whole lot of titles, but he could have had an even bigger impact. During that time between 2006 to probably about 2008, the Great Khali was just a monster, and he was booked like a monster. But after 2010, he was just a comedy man. He was this, he did this. I mean, it was just an embarrassment in my opinion. But let this video be a reminder that the Great Khali before joining WWE was an absolute monster. That was the side of the Great Khali you didn't know about. To know the side of Matt Riddle you didn't know about, check this video out. I am Hari from Wrestling Scenarios signing off, and I will see you guys in the next one.